I'm here from KMA Goldmine TV, aimed at helping you to take your business from where it is now to where you want it to be. As you can see, I'm out and about again, lovely day, and I'm back at Piccolino's restaurant. You might think, why am I here? Well, it occurred to me that Piccolino's were masters at marketing. Let me explain. A number of years ago now, when they first started out, what they did was, the first week, they threw open the doors to local businesses and local residents and invited people to come in. It was special invite only, to come in and effectively have dinner on the restaurant. So of course they used it as a way of training their staff, making sure that they knew the processes and procedures and the systems, what to do, that the kitchen could get their food quality right, and obviously the bar staff getting the drinks right and the service and front of house. So they basically had a week to iron out all those little niggles that you often get. Now we both know that the restaurant trade, it's notorious for coming and being in business one day and out of business the next. And if I look down Hale High Street, most of the restaurants have come and gone in the time that Piccolino's have still been here. And it's a very successful restaurant. And they bought an awful lot of customer loyalty when they did that. Plus, they were able to train their staff in a real life situation, but actually buy customer loyalty. Because David and I came with Tanisha, we bought some drinks. Obviously the food was complimentary. It would be fair to say that the service was a little bit slow, but we didn't care. We weren't paying for it. So we enjoyed our evening, and it made us want to come back, and we've come back time after time after time since. Now, they didn't have to do that, but they did. So sometimes people think that they have to charge for absolutely everything, and you can't do anything and think outside the box. Well, I'd like to challenge you on that. What can you do to just think differently about your business? A bit of a soft launch maybe on a new product or service, just testing it out, trying different prices maybe. What can you do that means that your customers are going to be slightly more forgiving and buy loyalty in the long run? Maybe doing something at maybe a discounted rate rather than the full rate, because you're just trialling out that system. You don't have to do it forever, like Piccolino's. They just did it for 1 week, but it paid dividends in the future. Sometimes you do have to speculate to accumulate, and whether it's giving something away that's a very, very little cost to you, because in truth, that's what Piccolino's did. That food didn't actually cost them that much. Drinks would have done, which is why you paid for it. So just think differently about your business. How can you do something like that in your business to test something out, new stuff, whatever, that might just all filter down to the bottom line, increasing your profits in the future. That's it for this week's edition of KMA Goldmine TV. Until next week.